everybody. Welcome back. It's Sport Federation TV. Nice to have you along here on Cape Town TV. DStv channel 263. Every week we talk about sport in the province, sport in the Cape Town area. We speak to our federations, our coaches, our players, and there's so much going on. Daily basis, weekend basis, nationals, provincials. It just keeps going on. We talk about it here on Sport Federation TV. You'll remember it wasn't so long ago that we had Roxanne Clark from Western Cape Tennis on show with us. She was, of course, a captain of the Billie Jean King Cup tennis team, which is a big privilege for us to be able to talk to her. But now we're as privileged. We've got Ricky Solomon from Cape Town Tennis, head of high performance in Cape Town Tennis. Ricky, nice to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nice to be here.
Is it first time for you?
First time. First time.
Yeah. All right, I've got to ask the question, how did you get involved with tennis?
So as a junior, I was playing all sorts of different sports. And one thing that occurred was we would watch a lot of Wimbledon during the winter school holidays, in the next few weeks. And I noticed all the admiration that my family gave towards these guys on TV. It was Becker, it was McEnroe, it was Michael Stick, it was Edberg. I was about maybe 7, 8, I was Boris Becker. And just through that experience of sitting in the lounge, watching Wimbledon with the family, that's what got me very passionate about tennis. We had a nice big space at the back of our place where it was almost the size of a tennis court. Yeah. He taught my dad, he taught the friends in the area, and then slowly but surely I was like, okay, no, this is the game I want to play. And but the seed got planted by sitting watching.
Did you buy a racket? Did you have one lying around?
So my parents were very sporty. So they both had these old school, it was called the John McEnroe Dunlop racket. Yes. I mean, it was, now when I think back, I think that's what gave many of us strength. It was like going to gym, that the racket was so heavy.
Those are the wooden rackets.
Well, that was like a metal. Yes. It was like solid. You could hit someone with it and the racket wouldn't dent. Yeah. Now today's rackets, if you just fling it by mistake, it will crack. All right. But that was a solid metal racket this year.
Okay, Ricky, so now you've got your first racket, the old Dunlop racket. First practice session, where was that?
So my dad worked at Old Mutual in Pinelands. Yeah. And they back then they still had this, they had a tennis club on the facility with a big swimming pool. And that's where we would play. He would pick me up after school, he'd leave work, run away, like 4 p.m. And we'd come, we were staying in the observatory, so it was close. There and then back, and then that's how,
Is that still the case with kids that are playing tennis? It's parents getting their kids, picking them up at school, dropping them off for practice, fetching them. Is that still what our tennis structures look like?
It's exactly that. Yeah. So, I mean, I've been coaching now for the last 10 years. Very, very rarely is there a situation where a kid can go home after school by themselves and then make their way to the courts by themselves. Yeah. Very rarely.
So to get forward in the world of sport, to get forward in the world of tennis, you actually need to have parents that are going the extra mile for you.
So right now, the ones that are the most successful, it's no coincidence. It's due to the parents. Yeah. It's due to the parents having an actual interest, realizing that this is an investment. Yeah. High performance, definitely. Yeah. It's an actual investment. Yeah. So they don't look at it as you're just going to go and hang out with your buddies and eat some balls. Yeah. Yeah. They are sending in there. They're paying the money because they're thinking this will enhance my child's life. This will give them quality of life down the line. Yeah. This could even be something where if schooling isn't something they enjoy, they have a skill, and they could one day possibly, use it to better their lives.
The world of tennis, though, is, I mean, we see all these competitions now. Yeah. There's a tournament on TV every week somewhere around the world. Yes, yes. It's not like it used to be back in the day. There was, maybe the Masters and then Roland Garros and Wimbledon. That's all we saw. Yeah. But today, it's literally every single week there's a tournament somewhere, and that's just what we see on TV. Correct. The world of tennis looks like it's a hard, cutthroat. I wouldn't say cutthroat, but it is.
No, you can say cutthroat. You can say cutthroat.
Okay.
Very much.
To get yourself into a position where tennis works for you must take an endless amount of work.
Yes. That goes for all individual sports. So when you're dealing with an individual sport, if one person is doing a 12-hour day, then everybody needs to do a 12-hour game. You know, it's just one of those things. Team sports to me has always been nice because you know the team can only get together 2-3 hours a day. So you know, like everybody's on the same. But in an individual sport, it is it is very hard working.
You've hit something interesting there now from a tennis point of view. You mentioned the 12-hour concept.
Well, I mean, if somebody's yes.
So what is your advice?
That's the most important thing.
How do I know if I've got a coach who knows what he's doing? Does Cape Town Tennis have a record of certified coaches?
So we do.
Yes.
We do, and we do have a website where you can go on and see which coaches are actually registered and who have done their courses and stuff. So that would be the first. That would be the first step. Yes. To just check to see, make sure your coach is registered. He's done all his I want to say his certificates. You know, he's got his badges.
So with your kids that you've got, what's the progression for them? Is it playing at a club, then playing in a league, then playing at a provincial championships? How does the progression look, and how long does it take?
Sure. Because it's an individual sport, it can take a few different paths. Me personally, what I would suggest, when you, let's just for argument's sake, 7 years old, they then come to a club and you try and get them involved in a squad. So they're playing against other 7-year-olds. So they're having a good time and they're socializing. Then, just through that, they now start to gain hand-eye coordination, just having fun hitting the ball. After that, if you notice that your kid loves it, this is important. If you notice that your kid loves it and they are already playing, like, you know, a few matches against friends, and they mention, I want to get better, you send them for one-on-one lessons. Now they get technically advanced. Now you're teaching an 8-year-old how to hold the racket properly, how to strike the ball properly. So they can, it's all about hitting the ball harder. You know, technique helps you hit the ball harder. Anyone can hit the ball, but technique helps you hit it harder. And then once you notice that they are starting to really enjoy the game, they're now playing socially in the squad, they're coming for like a private lesson. Now you can ask them, because we have under 10 tournaments that happen throughout the year. Now you can ask them, would you like to enter under 10 tournament? It's all red ball, orange balls, all the small court stuff. They say, yes, I would love to test it. Now they play a tournament, like an under 10 tournament. And so to me, that would be the best setup. We don't, unfortunately, have junior leagues currently running. We're hoping to get that back very soon.
All right.
Leagues is full court hardball.
Okay.
So to have a 7, 8, 9-year-old playing full court hardball against other 30-year-old men.
So small steps.
So we should do some small steps. Yes,
We're not going to Wimbledon on day one.
Exactly. But what I want to point out is that if you do play league, it's full court hardball.
Okay.
Junior league can be played with the slower ball, also full court, but it's a slightly slower ball. So generally, to play league, kids would be maybe about 12, 13 years old. Right. And then they can end up playing against some 50-year-old man on a Saturday. Okay. Because by now they're equipped to play full court hardball.
Okay, Ricky, we have so much more to talk about, really. I mean, when you're talking about hardball, softball, who would even have thought when you pick up a tennis ball that there's a difference? How do I get a hold of you if I want to get my kids started in the world of tennis in Cape Town? What's the best way for me to reach out? What advice have you got for me to join? And how do I find you?
Fine. I am at the Plumstead Tennis Club. So I would always advise that if you're in that area, then contact me. If you're far away, you can still contact me, but I will guide you to the closest facility to you. So I have my own academy. It's called the I Am Tennis Academy. So you can contact me through my email. It's Ricky, R-I-K-K-I, @imtennis.co.za.
Okay. Ricky, it's been fantastic chatting with you. We definitely didn't even... We only scratched the surface here. We're going to have to get you back in the studio.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and it's been amazing chatting with you. And it just goes to show that tennis is obviously vibrant. It's doing well in Cape Town. It's a fantastic opportunity for everybody to get involved in. And having this kind of conversation with you is a real pleasure. We can't wait to get you back.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
There we go, folks. Cape Town tennis, just getting stronger and stronger. Clubs near you, coaches near you. Everything that you need to get involved in the world of tennis. We'll talk more about tennis in the weeks to come. We'll definitely get Ricky back in studio with us. We'll take a break. Don't go away. Back in a sec.